first berries that I've seen. Pretty sure they're thimbleberries, which is in the raspberry and blackberry family, still edible. Yeah, there's tons of blackberry and thimbleberry bushes in here and up in there. So the time had finally come to start building. Well, sort of. The main cabin is going through a bit of a redesign right now, and so while that's happening, I needed to do something to keep me busy. So I decided to start on the artist cabin, a tiny little dwelling that will serve as a workshop and shed, possibly sleeping quarters during the main build, and then an office and studio space once the main cabin is built. I had the perfect spot in mind for it, tucked away back into the trees, and the first step was to clear the area a bit, as it was pretty overgrown. And I just want to preface this little build video with a disclaimer that I've never done anything like this before. I'm learning it all as I go, researching and watching tutorials and all the things in the moment. But man, it's pretty exciting. That being said, for those that know more than I do about all this, feel free to leave your feedback, tips, and whatnot in the comments. I could definitely use it. It's actually pretty flat. You can't really tell. It's kind of hard to convey slope with just this camera, but this end was, much higher, and this one went pretty far low. So yeah, pretty stoked. Eventually I'm gonna clean all this kind of stuff up, take down that's dead pine right there, possibly these, and open this up and just kind of clear all this stuff out so that we'll have a nice little nook for the writer's cabin. I'm feeling better. I know a day or two ago I was, just very much feeling the overwhelm and everything, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this kind of new focus with the writer's cabin. Gonna come back tomorrow and hash some things out, finish, kind of getting that spot ready, place an order at Feltate's, and then hopefully Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, get the floor foundation kind of going on that. And I have it so vividly in my brain, like I can picture it. I know exactly what I gotta do. Obviously doing the damn things a little bit differently, but yeah. Whew. It was a tiring day. All right, see you next time. Well, the day is finally here. Gonna start building the floor of the studio mini cabin today. So that's super exciting. I actually haven't been able to stop thinking about it for the past week since this, since this route kind of came to be. Obviously, it wasn't in the plan to build it first originally, but once I made that switch, it's just all I've been thinking about. Got some material being delivered in about an hour, so I'm gonna finish prepping the site and I'll load in the car before everything gets here. But yeah, I'm stoked. Step one, move all the gravel up to the site. Oh boy. So all of this gets to be filled with some crushed stone. So getting my workout in today. I've moved about 5 wheelbarrows worth of stone, dripping in sweat. Stone pile for reference. It's all the way down there. And it goes up a hill. I'm not making excuses, but whew. Got my work cut out for me, for sure. In case you were wondering how tough it is to move 3 cubic feet, 3 cubic yards of gravel, the answer is a lot of work. I am still working away at it. I've been working away at it for 3-4 hours now. Just gotta go all the way up there. I feel like eventually, at some point, I gotta start measuring to seeing if it's level and tamping and flattening it down, or else I'll just keep putting gravel on it and I'll get nowhere. So, yeah. Alright, so got a gravel pad. I'm not sure if it's good enough, but I gotta get the skids on there so I can at least try and level it. Also, those 6x6s are heavy. I barely got them up here, so getting them laid down here without destroying the gravel pad should be interesting. That was what I was afraid of. That end is still too low. This thing is higher up. Not quite the end product of the day I was hoping for. I severely underestimated the scope of the gravel pad leveling, bringing the gravel up here undertaking, because I just worked all day and it's still not level. I don't really know why it's not level. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I know why it's not level. I don't know why I can't get it to be level. but all the gravel's up here pretty much, so I don't have to move all that tomorrow, which is a good start. Yeah, I was obviously hoping to get the floor framed and done today, but I have a feeling this is how it's going to be frequently in terms of just, you know, underestimating scope projects. But yeah, it was a good workout today. Still feels good to be here and actually like doing something. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Alright, we're back. Physically feeling sore, mentally feeling recharged and ready to make it happen today. Okay, to me, that's level enough, at least for this process, this stage in the process. Once I actually build like the floor and attach it to the skids, I'll do like another leveling measurement and, you know, bump it up or lower it, do whatever I have to do to, you know, get it level in that final stage as well. So now we do some final measurements and start building. So I've got to cut all of the 2x6x10s to about 117 inches to take into account the 1.5 inch on each side of the 2x6x12s that run this way. So I'm just going to do the two outer pieces first and, you know, square it up and make a square and go from there. Well, we officially have the start of a floor. So, yeah. So got it all squared up, figured that out, which feels good. Also, I'm running out of space on my memory card, which is why I haven't really been filming as much, / there's some thunderstorms coming in, so I'm kind of racing against the clock with that. But yeah, got that all squared away, pun intended. So now I'm gonna put this plywood on top of this, ideally, glue it down, screw it down, and that should be it for the day. So I've got a floor. I could stop here. This could be it. But since this is going to be like a studio, office space, potentially sleep spot, and ideally, year-round, and we're in Vermont, so it gets cold up here. So what I'm actually going to do, with the help of some friends, I'm going to flip this onto its back, onto this, and then going to attach this with the plywood onto the skids, insulate it, throw another piece or another layer of some 3/4 inch subfloor on it, and then that will be the true floor. But yeah, pretty stoked. I mean, that's not bad for never doing anything of this sort before. So yeah, that's all for today, the past 2 days. I'm beat. I'm gonna go sleep for a little while, and I'll talk to you guys soon.